Good morning, students. Today we will start with our lesson 3, Safety First. Students, safety is the priority of all of us. We all want to remain safe at any place. So to remain safe, what we have to do? We have to avoid accidents. So first of all, I will tell you about what is this accident. Accident is a sudden means that occurs very quickly. Unexpected means nobody wants. And harmful incident that can occur anywhere and any time. It means accident can occur anywhere, anytime. There is no place fixed for it. It can occur in the kitchen, it can occur in the home, terrace, on the road, in the playground. At any place it can happen, and at any time it can take place, in the morning, in the afternoon, evening, or in the night. So let's talk about what is the cause of accident. How it causes? It occurs due to our carelessness. When we are careless, only then accident takes place. So what are the effects of accident? If accident occurs, what are the effects? It causes injury, it causes pain, and in severe cases it leads to death. Means simply the loss of life. It also causes harm to property and vehicles. If an accident takes place, it harm to our property and vehicles are also damaged. So first of all, we will discuss about road safety. What is this road safety? Everybody wants to remain safe at the road, but a number of accidents are increasing day by day due to increasing number of vehicles. So it is very important for every driver and pedestrians to remain safe on the road. So here I want to tell you about what are these pedestrians. Pedestrians means the person who walk by foot on the road. So they should follow the safety rules on the road to avoid accidents. So here I will tell you about road safety rules. First one is, don't use mobile phone while driving or walking. When we are driving or we are walking on the road, we should not use mobile phone. We should not talk on the mobile phone because it can lead to the accident. Number 2, while driving, always wear a seat belt. And number 3, always cross the road at the zebra crossing. When we are on the road, these zebra crossing, the white and the black color lines on the road which are meant for the pedestrians. Next one, on a two-wheeler, the driver and the pillion driver must wear a helmet. What is this pillion driver? The driver is the person who is driving the vehicle, and pillion driver is the person who is sitting behind the driver. So both should wear a helmet. Next, pedestrians should walk on the footpath. Means the person who are walking by foot, they should walk on the footpath. Always follow the traffic lights. Students, you all have seen the traffic light. Have you seen? The answer is, I know, yes. So this type of light we have seen on the road. So what is this? Here we can see 3 lights. First one is red. The upper one is red. If the red light occurs, you get stopped. Your vehicle get stopped. If yellow light occurs, it means you have to wait. Means rather you can say get ready to go. And third one is the green light, which means now you can go. So you should follow this traffic light on the road. Students, here I have told you about the road safety rules. There are certain signs also that you have seen on the road signs. These signs are also called traffic signs. So what are these traffic signs? The signs on the road that gives information about what lies next on the road. Means these are the signs which tells us what is next on the road. So what is the role of these traffic signs? Why they are useful to us? They help in reducing the risk of accidents. Means the chances of accidents they get reduced if we follow these traffic signs. Also they help to regulate, or we can say they can control the traffic. Traffic jams are controlled. So here I have drawn some road sign symbols for you, and I know you all have seen them on the road signs, on the roadside. First one you are seeing this. Have you seen this? Yes, this is speed breaker. You can see this in the streets and on the road. Why they are built? They are built to slow down the speed of the running vehicles. Second one, this is zebra crossing. Here you are seeing the white and the black color lines. They are made on the road and they are meant for the pedestrians, the foot walkers. Number 3, here you are seeing the symbol P and it is crossed cut, means no parking. If you have seen this symbol, it means you can't park your vehicle in that area. This number 4 is, you are seeing this horn and it is cut, it means no honking. This type of symbol you can see near the hospitals or near the schools. These are meant for that you can't blow the horn near the hospitals and the schools. Here you can see no U-turn, means this road has no U-turn. Sixth one, this symbol is narrow bridge. Before starting the bridge, this symbol you can see, it means you have to drive very carefully because the bridge is narrow. So these are some road safety rules and the road signs that you have to follow if you want to minimize the number of accidents on the road. Now we come to our next topic, fire safety. I have told you about the road safety. Now we will talk about fire safety. We all know fire is very important for all of us. A number of activities, a number of work are done with the help of fire. But if it gets out of control, it causes damage to property and life. Firecrackers, matchsticks, candles, cooking gas leakage, electrical appliances, they can lead to accidents. So we should be careful. Here I have some safety rules to avoid fire accidents that we should follow if you want to avoid fire accident. Number 1 is don't burn firecrackers. We should not burn firecrackers. Why? Because they can damage us. They can be proved harmful to us. Next one is while cooking food, do not wear nylon or synthetic clothes in the kitchen. Instead of that, we should wear cotton clothes. Next, put off the matchstick completely before throwing it away because it will minimize the risk of fire accident. Number 4, electrical wiring should be checked time to time. Students, a number of electrical gadgets or appliances, they are connected with the help of electrical wires. So they should be checked properly at time to time so that to minimize the risk of fire accident. Next one, in case the gas leakage takes place, then what we should do? We should open all the doors and windows and we should not put on any switch. It will reduce the chance of fire accident. Now, I want to tell you about the different reasons due to which fire is caused and how we can put out fire. Due to these reasons, there are different ways. First, I want to tell you about the fire caused by paper or wood. It can be put out by using water. If such fire is caused, we can put water. Second, if fire is caused by petrol or kerosene, we should throw sand over it. We should not throw water over it. Why? because being lighter it comes to the surface and it will put out fire. Third, if fire is caused by electrical fault, we should not use water. Always we should use sand or fire extinguisher. If we will use water, we all know water is a good conductor of electricity. It will allow current to flow through it and we will get electrical shock. So it is not safe to use. We should use sand or fire extinguisher if fire is caused by electrical fault. Now last one, if the person's clothes catch the fire, what we will do? First, don't stop him from running. Why? Because it will flare up the fire. What we should do? We should wrap that person with a thin blanket or the sheet. It will cut the supply of air and help in putting out fire. So these are the certain reasons due to fire is caused, and these are some preventive measures, the safety measure that we should follow. So this is all about the safety on the road and safety due to fire. Have a good day, students.